Welcome to Bakers Bantering. First, we're going to start to my left right now. We got Jenna, Nicole, Baker with Valerie and Baker. And this time we got Kyle to my right.
Kyle the Funkle. Love the shirt.
Yes, for those of you watching, new Uncle Funkle sweatshirt on today.
That means he's the fun uncle.
So we got lot of things in the store, especially wrestling as well. So
Always.
Love those socks. Where'd you get those?
What do you think?
Tell me.
Santa gave me these.
Santa Claus came to town.
Santa
Not on
gave
the
you.
naughty list this year.
Oh.
Nope, not on the naughty list.
He did. Yeah. The last podcast, he was very much adamant to Santa that he was good and that Santa did need to arrive this week.
And he did.
Turns out he did. And he brought
Well done.
WWE socks with him.
What else did
Pretty
Santa bring
cool.
you?
Pretty cool socks. Also, I got Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
For those of you watching on YouTube, you can see we got our new Dakota Kai action figure sitting in the middle of the table. For those of you not watching, well, imagine it.
Yeah, there you
She's
go.
got her pink hair.
Yeah.
And Derek opened her on Christmas morning from Santa, and he loved it.
I did.
Santa gave you the hookup.
And since we're
Right.
talking about gifts, what's on your shirt?
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Ric Flair in the house.
You guessed it right.
Our cousin Jeff Baker gave Derek some Ric Flair shirts for Christmas.
And bought a couple for himself.
Yep, he did. And as soon as Derek opened the gift, he pulled one out and put it on too.
Yes, he did.
So we have
Amazing.
pictures of cousin Jeff and Derek wearing their Ric Flair shirts.
Woo!
Woo!
We have Derek in red Ric Flair, and we have mini Ric Flair in red.
Oh my
On
gosh,
the
wait a minute.
table.
Are they twins?
Twinsies.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, look at that.
It's got the eyebrows just like
I was
Derek,
thinking
too.
the eyebrows were very similar too.
Make your eyebrows move, D.
Let's see it. Show me some Ric Flair eyebrows.
He's got nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Not
All
today.
right, whatever.
Are you trying to embarrass me on this podcast?
No, you always move your eyebrows all
you
the
have
time.
great eyebrows, dude.
You got the best eyebrows in the
There
fam.
There you go.
Oh.
There they go.
Very expressive.
I love the eyebrows.
Worst part right there.
Oh my.
Worst intro ever, he says.
No.
Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about football.
Let's go ahead and talk about football. Our Chiefs did not have a very Merry Christmas yesterday.
Ooh.
Nope.
Womp womp.
Womp mom. Ellis is a Chiefs hater. Kyle.
Yeah, that boy needs his own mic.
I know.
This is actually not intentional. This just was by accident.
Yeah.
How
He-
about the Raiders?
He's wearing black and gray for the
Shut up,
Raiders.
Ellis.
She takes back the mic comment.
No, but you can't hear him. You
I know.
can't.
I know. We're
We
gonna
need
work
a
on
mic.
that in the new year.
Yeah,
So we
Ellis
can-
needs a mic all the time. He's got things to say. We need to hear it. Those of you not in the room are missing out.
Yeah, well, they can faintly hear it on the podcast, but the Chiefs, yeah, they didn't look so good.
They sucked it up, actually.
I was watching it from Chris's family's house, and there were not a whole lot of Chiefs fans in the room, but I was, and I was very disappointed. And Chris's cousin is a huge Eagles fan, and he was nice about it, but it was brutal.
They didn't play the Eagles.
They didn't,
They
but
played the Raiders.
I know they
Correct.
didn't play the Raiders. I'm just saying, like most Eagles fans aren't Chiefs fans.
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
they-
most Chiefs fans from Kansas City are not Eagles fans.
Well,
Yeah.
I am bummed. Kansas City Chiefs lost.
But Taylor was in the house with a Santa Claus hat that had the number 87 on it.
Mother.
I miss that.
Wow.
You missed it?
You know, I listened to the game, but I didn't. Half of it, I was on the treadmill, walking on the treadmill. And I had the TV turned up to like 50 so I could hear it.
Oh, well, she looked adorable.
I'm sure she did.
She had
She's
a
always
Santa
adorable.
hat, and she had her number 87. The whole Swift squad was in the house.
That's fine.
Mama Swift,
one
Papa Swift, her brother. I believe her brother was there, but mom and dad were definitely
One
there.
question.
Yeah.
Is our boy in Kansas City, I'm not talking about Kyle Drew. What about Barrett Corbett?
I did not see Baron Corbin in the house.
He's a wrestler, if you don't know that, Kyle.
And last week, he was in the box with T Swift.
I see.
And I showed Derek on the podcast. And Derek did inform us that he's from Kansas City. He's a big Chiefs fan.
Yes.
No, he wasn't there. But speaking of our girl Taylor, I do have my new Taylor merch on today. It's not really directly from Taylor, but it does say, "It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me."
Yeah, she asked me to get her that for Christmas. I'm like, why would you want that?
But luckily, Chris got it for me, so we're good.
Is it better or worse that it came from Chris versus your mom?
Well, I asked him for it too. But he also told me that he wasn't going to get it for me, so I believed him. And then, luckily, he did.
But I did not.
It's also my favorite color, and Mom didn't. Yeah, so I only got one, and I like it. And, you know.
I get it. It's her lyrics, whatever, but
It's a great
I don't
song.
know.
It's a great song.
Very
I also...
My best friend got a new haircut. Oh my God! Look at the fella over there.
Hella cool hair.
I'm just gonna shake. Speaking of Taylor, I got another Taylor-inspired gift for Christmas. I did get a sweatshirt that has the NFL logo on it, and it says Taylor's version. And it was really kind of cute because Chris's cousin Taylor got it for me.
Perfect.
And Taylor and I had each other in the gift exchange, and both of us were so excited about what we got each other for the gift exchange that we couldn't stop gossiping about it to the family. And so we both found out ahead of time that we had each other because both of us couldn't stop talking about the fact that we were so excited about it.
Derek's also excited about it.
And luckily, Taylor did love the gift I gave her too.
What'd you give her?
I got her that cute little cropped vest.
Oh, yeah, that was
Because I
super
texted
cute.
her mom and I was like, does Taylor have a cropped vest yet? And she's like, no, I don't think she does. And I was like, oh, she needs one. Here it is.
That's Aunt Tammy. We love her.
Yes.
Tammy
yes.
and Craig, rock stars.
Yes, that's
Chris's
Chris's side of the
family.
family. So, Derek, I invited Santa Ellis over this morning. Santa Ellis / Hanukkah Harry Ellis. What did Ellis bring you this morning, sir?
Coffee and a donut.
Oh, my goodness.
Merry effing Christmas, Derek.
Well, it's been one hell of a good Christmas.
I did text Ellis this morning. I said, if you really wanted to make Derek's day, you'd bring a donut. And he did walk in with coffee and donuts, and he said, you're making me feel like an intern this morning.
Intern Ellis.
But
Employee of the month.
Employee of the month. Yes. Love that. That's valid.
Not a lot of competition for that in the
No.
Baker Banter Corporation.
No, he is the only one. But that's okay. Back to football. We did have a big win for a different team that you have decided you really, really like this year. And who was that?
Philadelphia Eagles!
Philadelphia Eagles. They looked much better than the Chiefs, but they have been on a 3-game losing streak, so they really needed to break that. And I think that they were pretty happy to do that.
I got so excited I just farted.
He did watch that whole game.
He did watch the whole
He
game.
was
I
very
didn't
hyped.
watch the whole game.
Yeah,
It
I
was
heard him
awesome
hollering
game.
from the other room.
And then he was helping with the dishes right as it ended. And he's like, wait, what happened? What happened? And we were like, the Eagles won. And you started screaming. You almost woke up the baby.
I almost woke up the baby. Before I started to scream, I go to my room and I screaming, and then that way I did not wake up the baby after that.
Very considerate.
But you did. What did you get to do with the baby?
I hold the baby.
He's a cute little nugget.
He's a cute little baby. We are talking about the baby that did make Kyle a funkle, the fun uncle.
The fun uncle.
Derek got to hold the baby. You sat on the couch. You held little Warren.
I did.
He's
How did-
super cute.
How
He
did that
really
make
is.
you feel?
Oh my God.
Did it make your heart happy?
It did actually. It did. Holding Warren is super cool, and I'm in the first one, the whole baby Warren before she did.
You're right.
Before
You did.
Mom. Not before me though.
No competition here.
I did hold the baby before you.
Well,
But you held him before Mom.
You did.
Katie hold the baby, Jenna hold the baby. Now it's my turn. So you are SEL, honey.
SOL. But I actually did hold the baby last night. I was just upstairs after Jordan changed him, and she needed to wash her hands, and he was not happy, but I held him anyway. He was still not happy while I was holding him, and then she took him back immediately, and it was all perfect.
Jenna did a great job with the bounces.
Mhm.
Calmed him right down.
She's a natural.
Yeah.
I know about the baby bounce.
Oh yeah,
That
you were good with that.
Thank you. My ADHD really helps with the baby bounce. I know about that. I do that to myself a lot. So I'm very much prepared to bounce babies. I know about the rock.
I think you're ready for having a kid.
Whoa.
I think that I will get married first.
I think Walt agrees.
Yeah, that's true. Chris's dad does agree with you. He made a comment at the engagement party. He was giving a toast, and he said, cheers to the pitter patter of little feet in the near future.
Oh.
And
I was like, whoa.
yeah, he went there.
Yeah,
He
and then
did.
Jenna said he bought toys for his future grandchild
wow.
like a year ago.
Yeah, he revealed that to me. I think what happened was there was just like a toy that he couldn't live without. And it was like one of those things where it's like, you're not going to be able to maybe find this again or something. I don't actually know what the toy is. I just know that after Chris and I were engaged, he did reveal to me that a toy has already been purchased. And it was not purchased this year. It was purchased last year.
Planning ahead.
And I was like, okay, well, that's great. You have a toy. Cool. So I did have something that I wanted to share with you guys. Chris got me a really thoughtful gift, and it actually made me cry a little when I opened it. I didn't know what it was, but he did some research, and he found this photographer who has Down syndrome, and he bought me one of his prints.
Oh, isn't that
And
nice?
It was this beautiful mountain photo that he took in Sylvania, and this guy's name is Houston Vandergriff. Shout out to Houston.
Wow.
He is a very talented photographer. I followed him on Instagram after Chris told me about him. His company name is Downs and Towns. And he goes all over the place. He lives in Tennessee, but he goes all over the place, takes beautiful photos. And Chris bought me one.
That's so
And
nice.
I was so touched by it, and I just thought it was it's a very stunning, gorgeous photo.
You're gonna put it in.
We're gonna put it.
picture of it. In
We're gonna
the
put a
YouTube?
frame.
No,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I'll send out the picture to Ellis. Maybe we can send it to them on Instagram.
You should reach
or
out,
something.
see if we
Yeah.
can get the family on.
I was going to say
Yeah.
future podcast.
Yeah.
guest, maybe.
Yeah, I need to look it up. I need to look into. I feel like he looked like slightly familiar, and I'm like, maybe he has interacted with Baker Banter before. I don't really know, but like,
Yeah.
he could potentially. But I only looked him up from my account. I didn't look him up from Baker Banter, so I don't actually know if he follows Baker Banter or not. And I love his name, Houston Vandergriff. And it came with a, certificate of authenticity. There's only 100 prints
Oh,
of
cool.
that photo. I have one of them. I have 3 of 100. And Houston.v, he signed it. I loved it. I was so
Super cool.
excited.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, Ellis. I meant to write that down.
Oh.
I was looking at his Instagram, and he did dress up as Roman Reigns for Halloween.
Oh, we gotta check that out.
And
Whoa, Superman punch.
He even had a fake little mustache goatee looking thing on, and he put a little side by side of him holding up his belt next to Roman Reigns, and I was like, my guy, he knows.
That's interesting. He dressed up like the male wrestlers. Derek has an affinity dressing up like the female wrestlers, but whatever.
Derek likes to show off his midriff.
Yeah, you do you, buddy.
Thanks for that.
So, before we move on to wrestling, I do want to talk about one thing with Kyle. The last time we had Kyle on the podcast, we did talk a lot about how much Kyle has helped us with Baker Banter and his career in advertising and social media,
Yes.
but we missed something very important, some family drama we did not address here on the podcast.
Well, before we I'll do that conversation with Kyle.
You are not going to kill my transition like this, bro. Are you serious?
He does it every day.
Every time. What are you going to change the subject to?
I got to know what is our plan in 2024.
Wow, that's a great question. Kyle and I were up late last night
were.
having a little chitter chatter after everybody else went to bed. Kyle and I were talking about 2024 plans. I'll be honest, Derek, we have zero zip, nada set in stone, but we are working on some stuff. We have been in communication with the MLB.
MLB.
We
love
are
that.
working on some ideas and some projects with them. I hope to work with them for opening day again, but maybe some other opportunities. We'll have to stay tuned on that. We are working on Royal Rumble with Cricket.
Yes, the Royal Rumble.
We do not have anything super set in stone, but I think that we will hopefully be able to get to at least a few more premier live events next year. Nothing's completely set in stone, signed on the dotted line, contract in hand, none of that. But we are in talks, we are communicating, we are making plans. You know, WrestleMania is coming up in Philadelphia. I will say, in order to make WrestleMania work this year, Kyle and I have a lot of work to do to get that done. So we are very hopeful that we will make it happen. And we always work very hard to make it happen for you because we know how important it is to you and to our wrestling community and all the people that we get to meet and all that good stuff. It might be a little bit more of a challenge this year than it has been the past 2 years.
Well,
But we're working on it.
well, you're not wrong about that. You're working very hard, and I can't wait for MLB, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and that's awesome. Also, in January, AEW Collision is coming up
Yep.
In St. Louis.
in St. Louis.
I think we can go ahead and say that we should be good to go for January 20th with AEW. That shouldn't be a problem, as well as February 5th, Friday Night SmackDown. And you know...
It's Monday Night Raw.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It is Monday Night Raw. But it's February 5th. I got the date right at
yeah,
least.
you did get it.
Okay. So I'm sure that we can make both of those things work since they are in St. Louis and there isn't a large travel expense that we need to make to be able to get
Yeah.
there. We will certainly go to those two things, I'm sure. And you know, WWE does a really good job getting its audience excited. Whenever they come for one, they announce the next one that they're coming back for. So I'm sure at Monday Night Raw on February 5th, they'll probably let us know when they'll be back for Friday Night SmackDown sometime later in the year. So hopefully we'll at least have 2 WWE events here in St. Louis as well as one AEW event here in St. Louis
You
next
live in
year.
a great city for wrestling. They're always coming through St. Louis.
They do not
They
miss
do.
St. Louis. They like to come see us.
They do.
One of our followers played a trick on us last week on TikTok Live.
Yeah.
Speaking of events in St. Louis,
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
I don't either, but he got us excited.
He said,
no.
I've heard that there's a talks with WWE having an outdoor event at Busch Stadium. And we were so
Ooh.
excited.
We
and,
believed him.
and then he
Oh,
said,
no.
oh, by the way, I just made that up. Sorry. We're like, rude.
We're like, what the
That
heck?
would
We
be
were
sweet.
excited about that.
Because, of course, that'd probably be SummerSlam.
Yeah, and I'm down for that, except for the be hot.
Oh, it'd be hot.
It's gonna be super hot in Busch Stadium. And
but
speaking
that
of
was fake. It was fake.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Well, I don't think it's fake for me,
Derek's gonna manifest it.
but I do have
Derek's debut.
some breaking news for this
Breaking news.
topic.
Tell us.
So I did talk to Mom and Dad about WrestleMania and probably SummerSlam. So we are going to have WrestleMania in right here in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh,
Good luck with that.
Hosted by the Bakers.
Oh my
in
God.
the basement.
80,000 people
No
in the
problem.
Baker backyard. It's a woods match. The Bobcat versus the deer versus Derek versus the Coyotes and the possum.
Hey now.
Oh, well.
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
WrestleMania in St. Louis would be Derek's What Dreams Are Made Of.
Dude, WrestleMania in
That is true.
Oh, WrestleMania
yeah.
in Rome in the Coliseum where Hillary Duff sang that song. That'd be sick.
That would be awesome. Yes, WrestleMania will be here in St. Louis, Missouri.
What year?
The year I am picking, and that is
I have an idea. 2027 for your 30th birthday.
There you
funny.
That's so good, Mom.
go. I love
What? I think that's great.
2026, right after 2025.
Okay.
And where's 2025?
Well, after 2024.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think he said London. Haven't you manifested London
He's
in
been
2025?
talking about London 2025.
Well, 2025 will be WrestleMania in London,
Yeah, that's his plan.
and the year after that will be St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
I like Mom's idea for Derek's 30th birthday.
That's an awesome.
That'd be
Triple
amazing.
H, listen up, buddy.
Yeah. Hey now.
And not only WrestleMania will be at St. Louis, Missouri in the Busch Stadium this year. Guess what?
What?
We're going to have the biggest party of the summer. Thanks for that.
TikTok follower.
TikTok follower said SummerSlam will be here in St. Louis, Missouri in Busch Stadium. So on Monday Night Raw,
You think they're gonna announce it?
February 5th, I'm going to announce WrestleMania and SummerSlam will be here in St. Louis.
Okay.
Big plans.
Oh, yeah. I did talk to Kyle
Yeah.
about this one. Also, WrestleMania will be at Kansas City, Missouri.
You've got big plans for Missouri,
Okay.
bro.
Okay. Ellis
Big
says he's
V's.
going to hook you up with the DeWitts. They own the Cardinals. Yeah, we'll get that all worked out.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
pull
we're
some
besties.
strings. We know so many people. We can totally make all of these things come true.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
go back to this whole Kyle thing, and then let's move to the weekly wrestling wrap-up.
Before we jump to the Kyle thing, I did miss one gift I wanted to mention. I personally think that I got Derek the most practical, important gift that Derek didn't even know he needed. What was it, Derek?
Do you remember what it's called or what it does?
It's an air tag.
He loses his wallet on the regular.
Yeah.
In the past month, we have lost the wallet
Okay,
twice.
attack.
And let me tell you what happens when we lose the wallet. We then lose our minds.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yep.
And we have a hard time going back to normal without the wallet, even if we've identified where it is. And when we were in Chicago, we walked into AEW and we realized we did not have our wallet. And we started to lose our minds. And we were getting recognized by Baker Banter followers. And somebody was pissed because his wallet was nowhere to be found. And now I got you the gift you needed, an AirTag for the wallet. We're going to put that bad boy in there. And now if we walk into AEW and you don't have your wallet, we're going to be able to identify the fact that it is, in fact, in the car.
Yeah.
Just like it was. We told you it was probably in the car. And where was it after AEW?
It was.
It was in the car.
Yeah.
But you know what he wanted to do? He wanted Mom to leave
Oh, no.
and go get it. And we informed him that Mom would not be able to come back.
And I'm not sitting in the car. It was cold that night.
It was. And there's actually one more gift that we're hiding here on the table. Do you want to pick that up and show our friends watching on YouTube what that gift is there?
Here, I can hand it to you. Or Kyle can.
What's that?
Nothing else. A little piece sign.
Peace.
Little peace sign? Or that?
Scissor.
Scissor me!
Timbers.
Oh my goodness.
Scissor me timbers.
That's something. That's a something.
When we were opening that, and the rest of the family, who is not as indoctrinated in wrestling culture, they were a little confused about this hand gesture that Derek
Yeah,
started
there was a
doing.
lot of shocked faces in the room when Derek scissored the piece sculpture.
It's just homage to daddy ass, right? Is that ceramic? Like it would break if it fell off his finger?
probably. All right, let's put it on display right there next to Dakota. I bet Kyle will help you out. Okay, now we are, for the third time's a charm, we are going to talk about the family drama that is the Kyle at the cabin story.
Kyle
So-
doesn't care about me.
Kyle pissed me off today, and he doesn't really care about me. So here's what happened. I'm going to set the scene. We were at the
Before
cabin.
you do that.
Oh,
Here we
Danny
go
kills
again.
my transition again. Tell me.
Well, last night I did watch an incredible show.
Is Derek rethinking the upsetness? Does he not want to go back and relive?
Do you regret staying mad at Kyle for so long?
There's a reason I don't want to talk about. There's a reason I want to talk about wrestling.
Derek does have this thing where he likes to hold grudges for a very long time. This is what happened.
Okay, moving on to Weekly Wrestling Wrap Up.
He's really not going to let us talk about it.
All right.
Okay, if you want to see the song, go on our YouTube and search for our cabin vlogs. Derek and Dad played a song at the cabin, and we made a lyric about each family member who was in attendance at the cabin. And earlier that day, Derek and Kyle had been floating, and they had a bit of an accident. They ran into a large tree log structure.
Mm-hmm.
Derek maybe scraped himself up a little bit. It really wasn't Kyle's fault.
Thank you.
But Kyle was the one with Derek, and therefore in Derek's mind, it was in fact Kyle's fault. And then later that night, when we did the little sing-along song, the lyric for Kyle was, Kyle pissed me off today, and he doesn't really care about me. And now Derek is taking off his headphones so he doesn't have to listen to this story anymore. So we'll move on. How about that? It's
We're done.
over. We did it.
Good.
Yay. Kyle pissed me off, and he doesn't really care about me.
I'm glad we're over it, buddy.
Have you guys made amends since that did happen 2 whole years ago?
A couple times. I think he's apologized a couple times and said we're good again.
Good. I'm happy for you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move
Moving
on.
on.
Today is the first episode of 2024. So happy New Year to all of you listening in. Thank you for joining us
That's
today. We do have a couple of very quick topics from the end of 2023 wrestling events that we're going to cover. And then we did outline our personal top 10 WWE moments from the year of 2023 that we are going to go through.
So for Kyle,
You gotta do the first word.
Weekly Wrestling.
Wrap up.
Pew, 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 pew.
I honestly had another 5 or 6 seconds in
Yeah.
me, I think.
Great
I was
conducting
prepared
by
for
I
that.
Derek.
didn't.
There we go. All right. We're going to talk AEW first. By the time this weekly wrestling wrap up comes out, I think this event will have already taken place. But the Continental Classic, we have Swerve Strickland and Jay White both on the board to 12 points. And Mark Briscoe is on the board with 3 points. So do tell us about this Continental Classic. What do these points mean for these wrestlers?
I gotta admit, I am really, really impressed for Mark Briscoe right now. He's really good, for sure. And Swerve Strickland, very good, actually. Jay White, oh my God.
That's tofu, right?
Yep.
Oh my God. He earned my respect.
He earned his respect after Derek called him a tofu bitch for like 3 weeks on this podcast.
Well, that was a very long time.
I know.
Living the past.
I know.
So long ago.
Leave it in the past.
He earned my respect. He finally back on my good side. So that's good. Jay White got 12 points. That is a big deal.
How do the points work?
Yeah,
we have yet to figure this out. We've asked that 16 times.
we have figured out that winning a match earns you 3 points.
Got it.
So there are certain matches in the AEW events leading up to this premiere live event, pay-per-view, whatever you want to call it. Each win earns you 3 points. So
Yep.
Swerve Strickland and Jay White have both each won 4 matches at this point that are part of this Continental Classic, but we have not figured out what the point advantages are
In the matches.
in the match itself. We have tried, we have asked, and we don't get there.
I see.
Maybe we will after the event happens. Maybe we'll understand a little more. We'll see. It's TBD.
Well, it is for the title actually, and that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
So,
And Jay White and Swerve Strickland have some sort of advantage over Mark Briscoe. What that is, we're not sure.
John Moxley, Swerve Strickland, Jay White, all got 12 points on the board. I was so happy for Jay. That's biggest thing for him, so I'm really happy for that.
12 points is pretty good for a meat substitute.
Mm-hmm. Plant-based protein.
Be nice.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's talk about Rampage. Orange Cassidy.
Still AEW International Champion.
And you're happy about this.
Yeah. I really hope Orange Cassidy drop his title soon.
So you want him to lose the title, but you're happy that he has it.
I am happy he retains. I really hope he lose that.
Who do you want him to lose to?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyone.
This makes
Why not?
sense to
Anyone
me.
but Orange.
Interesting. So what about Sky Blue?
Got Blue got a win.
Is she sky blue or sky black?
That's what I was going to ask.
Well, right now her name is Sky Blue.
Okay. We're still waiting for the turn.
We're still waiting for the black part coming to play. But Sky Blue and Jody Hart did get a win on Collision.
Awesome.
So that's good news.
That makes Derek a happy boy.
Speaking of Collision, we have a handful of people who are in the finals for the Continental Classic. That would be Bryan Danielson, Daniel Garcia, and Eddie Kingston.
Yep.
So this is going to be a big deal at this Collision or this Continental Classic thing, huh? There's a lot of wrestlers involved.
Yes. The first match we're going to have Eddie Kingston goes 1-on-1 with Bryan Danielson on Dynamite.
2 wrestling legends. Those guys have both been around a long time.
Daniel Garcia with my face Andrade.
Ooh.
Andrade fan here.
Andrade or
Ric Flair's
Son-in-law.
son-in-law.
yeah, son-in-law.
Woo!
Or we might do something easy like Daniel Garcia taking on Andrade.
Would you have Andrade for that matchup or Daniel Garcia?
Well, Andrade is very good, so I might pick Daniel.
That makes sense. So you like to choose the underdog. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, the underdog, Daniel Garcia, he's amazing. He got friggin' dance move. You know his thing.
Oh, yeah, the dance move.
You're missing this if you're not on YouTube.
Yeah, that was quite the move.
And
Those hips don't
Daddy
lie.
Magic doesn't like that. That doesn't matter. You're not stopping me, Daddy boy.
Oh, the hips are moving again.
I mean, Daniel Garcia is really the biggest deal for me. So
Yeah.
I am really happy for Daniel. Daniel did that. And I am ready for Roll Ends this Saturday.
Okay. So moving on to NXT, this is some drama. Drama alert. You know, Kyle, we're always, Derek and I are always working on what he texts me for these weekly wrestling wrap-up updates, and I always tell him I don't like it when you just say blah, blah, blah got the win. Like, they can look that up on the internet. I don't care about who got the win. I care about the drama. I care about the storylines. This is a good drama one. Roxanne Perez did what?
Slap on Ronda Grace.
Slapped Ariana Grace.
Rude.
Do tell more. Please inform me.
Did she deserve it?
Oh, she damn did.
Oh.
She's one of the open her damn mouth. She said, and I quote,
He forgot the quote.
I know the quote.
Okay.
She said, and I quote,
Nope. He forgot the quote.
He forgot.
So-
He really didn't forget the quote.
I have a question. Did she slap Ariana Grace in the face?
in the face. Yeah.
Ooh.
5-star?
Disrespect.
Jenna did that to Katie.
Oh my God, you're going to out me like this? Oh.
Jenna was lit.
Here's what happened. The day of Mimi Warren's service, celebration of life, I got drunk. I don't drink very much anymore these days, and I drank a whole lot that day.
Yes.
More than I have in like years. And I don't think I've been that drunk in like seriously like 3 or 4 years. But I was that drunk that night. And apparently, I cannot say that I recall this moment, but at the end of the night, I did in fact slap Katie in the face.
Katie was not pleased,
Uh-oh.
but did not retaliate.
Wow.
Love her for that. Don't love me for that.
Wow.
There is no video evidence, but I do believe her. I do believe her.
I also believe her.
And I did apologize when she informed me of my actions the next morning. And I felt very horrid the next day. And it was actually the day that we went to the bridal expo,
Yes.
which was terrible.
I remember asking the group chat how you were feeling, and I got a photo back from you in church, and it did not look like you were feeling that great.
I did make it to church, but I did not enjoy being at church in the state that I was in.
Yeah.
I enjoyed church. I did not enjoy the way I felt at church. But
Wow.
yeah, Mom outed me. There you go. That's what happened.
You know
Stirring
what?
the
She
pot.
outs you all the time. You're welcome, Dee.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It did happen. That's the truth. Podcast confessional, round 2.
Wow.
So Ariana deserved it.
So what Ariana Grace just said to her was just stupid.
It was stupid. I agree.
She said, in that quote,
Just make it up. We'll believe you.
No one here is going to call you out.
Third time's a charm.
We'll believe you. Probably.
it's okay, wins and losses, and Rex said doesn't like that. She said does not like that at all. She said, you're right. It's not all about wins and losses. And then bam, slap her in the face, teach her some manners, because last time I checked, I do have a problem with Keanu James on Rhino Grace. Guess what? If I'm Roxy Perez right now, I will slap you in the face like she did to you.
I will say this story that he recalls doesn't sound that bad. And I hope that what actually happened, that whatever Ariana Grace said was a little bit more insulting. Because that seems a little far-fetched to get a slap. But I believe you that it was stupid. I believe you.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you fixed that.
totally.
Because Roxy Perez wasn't putting her hands on Keanu James. I don't blame her.
But we do know that generally speaking, although I did drunkenly slap my sister, we should not be slapping people. Like that would not be an appropriate thing for you to do at work.
There's no way.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right,
Pause.
moving on.
All right. So Dragon Lee.
Still NXT North American Champion.
Champion.
Woo, 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 woo. So it's my understanding that Dragon Lee actually had to defend his title twice last week.
Yep.
Oh my
Twice.
goodness, the pressure.
Busy guy.
The first one was a triple threat match. Was Joe Coffey, Charlie Dempsey, and Dragon Lee beat Joe Coffey and Charlie Dempsey. That was awesome. That's our champion.
You know what? I like him. Transitive properties. Rey Mysterio likes him. I like him.
There
That
you
works.
go.
Well, he's my boy, so yeah.
All right.
Rey Mysterio did say some very nice things about Dragon Lee. So there's that. So unfortunately, another guy that I think you like, maybe you like him right now, Ilya Dragunov is injured.
Yeah.
What happened?
During his match against Rich Holland, did not went too well.
Didn't go well. Did Rich hurt him?
Not unintentionally, but I don't think he's going to defend his title against Rich Holland, and that stings for Dragunov for that. And I got worried for him.
Yeah, you're worried for him?
What did he injure? What part of his body?
I don't know what happened to Dragunov. This is actually a little bit deja vu for me.
Oh,
Why?
deja vu.
When I saw Dragunov got injured, goes back when Roxy Perez did the same at Roadblock this year. It was horrible. It was worse. Rex did not respond to the refs or the doctors. Saving what happened to the Dragunov with the gurney carrying out.
I know it looks scary, but I think he's probably all right.
It is a show.
Entertainment.
Pain is real.
I bet it
I'm
was.
sure.
You know what? I got some pain right now. You want to know about it? My feet are cold. I know. I'm not doing this without shoes again. I keep.
Sock crew today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
let's
all
move on.
decided we were going to be comfy like Derek. Okay. So SmackDown, you have another note on here about Dragon Lee because he did have to defend his title twice. So who did he defend his title against on SmackDown?
Butch.
Butch. Who is Butch?
Dragon Lee did beat Butch.
So he defended his title successfully
he-
twice?
Yeah.
What
Is-
a badass.
Is he? What's his name? Shit.
A
Drew
Viking
McIntyre's
Raider?
friend.
Oh,
Sheamus. Is he one? Bush one of Sheamus's boys?
It looks
Yeah.
deep done.
Huh?
But yeah.
I figured out he's
Nice
one of the.
work.
What do they call those two guys?
No, Brawny Bruce.
The
Brawling
Brawling Brutes. There
Okay,
it
Butch. Got it.
Reason to remember my prediction about Brawny Bruce.
no, tell us.
Looks like Brawny Bruce got cracks into it.
Oh, that's right. You think they're falling apart.
They're a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
They were a tag team.
Did his buddy not come out to help him?
Where's Shawn?
Ridge Holland. So he beat both the Braun and Brutes because he beat Ridge Holland at NXT and he beat Butch at SmackDown. Is that what you're saying?
No.
False.
Nice try.
Where's Shawn did not accept
Except.
accepting the loss,
Oh.
and he walks away.
Oh.
He walks away again during his tag match, having this tension for the Brawny Brute.
I see.
Tension with the Brawling Brutes. Yeah. I don't think
But-
you can just walk away and say, I didn't lose. Like,
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That sounds like a loser thing to do.
Can't fire me, I quit.
exactly.
Yeah, you can't fire me. I quit. That's what Alice says. Okay, so you have a theory about Austin Theory.
A theory on theory.
I think Austin Theory is a puppy of Rey Mysterio.
Poppy.
All right, let's just let that one go.
Nope, I'm sticking to it. Leah, you have a puppy.
Sorry, Aaliyah.
So you
You have a
want
puppy, Leah.
you want Dom to have a mommy and Aaliyah to have a poppy.
Yep.
Okay, as I asked, let's move on.
Okay, so
Austin Theory, you want to be the puppy?
oh my goodness. All right.
Derek the
Leah.
matchmaker.
We have been so blessed this year to attend a lot of WWE events. You are very ingrained in
Well,
the WWE
I
universe.
am glad you mentioned all these.
No way.
Every transition is busted.
Yeah.
I try so hard. My transitions are worthless.
I don't think it's worthless.
You ruin them every time.
You were phenomenal. Last night on Raw was amazing.
Amazing.
We did look back like WrestleMania.
See, Raw looked back, and now I'm trying to set up our look back. You ruined it.
Derek wants to do the
I'm
transition.
sorry.
Give it to me, bro.
let
Give
me-
it to me.
Do the intro for this one.
You got it.
We got WrestleMania. We got SummerSlam. We got Raw, SmackDown, and guess what, Mom?
What?
They played back Shaq Gable versus Gunter for the Intercontinental Championship. The night when Shaq Gable almost beat Gunter.
Almost.
Almost doesn't count.
Play that back.
Alpha Academy's always getting almost.
We love Alpha Academy.
And Survivor Series War Games. Cody Rhodes' team taking on the Judgment Day. The return of the Viper. The return of CM Punk.
And
ruining,
our
he's
truth.
ruining all my things,
Yeah.
He's just
Derek.
listing the whole top
Let's
10.
do
Let
our
me
top
let me do
10.
our topics. We worked hard on this list, and you are just destroying it right
I'm
now.
not trying to destroy. I'm just trying to get a damn intro.
We don't need an intro. You're ruining all our topics.
No meat, just the intro.
Oh my
Here
god!
is the Baker Banter 2023 Wrestling Top 10.
That's an intro.
Yes.
You are ruining our topics.
I'm not trying to ruin anything. She's like woman.
Okay, well stop revealing all the topics before we get to them.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you our topics of 2023. Jenna, what will we get?
Good Lord. Thank you, Derek. You're a piece of work, man. You know that?
Hey, I'm the one who get an intro out.
Barely. Anyways.
I did mention it the whole time.
Don't say any more
I love
topics until we get there. We outlined, Derek and Mom and I worked very hard on this list, even though Derek tried to reveal the whole thing to you before we even started. We outlined our top 10 moments of WWE this year. This is from our perspective. This is from our experiences.
Don't forget top 25 as well.
Okay, well, we only have 10, and so we're going to stick to the 10 that we have outlined. But at the top of the list, number 1, I am so bummed. This is the only thing we didn't remember to talk about with our guy, Rey Mysterio. Teaser alert, Rey Mysterio on the podcast next week. We missed this, and I'm bummed that we didn't get to ask him about this, but we did get to ask Dom about it earlier this year. Rey Mysterio spanking Dominic on the main stage at WrestleMania.
I love you, Dom, but you deserved it.
And us being in attendance, getting to see it. What do you think, Derek? WrestleMania, father and son.
Oh my God.
First to ever do it.
Well, WrestleMania, it was was fun. And seeing Rey just spank Dom like that, oh my God. I was made with Dom.
He's like, Dom, you got spanked.
He damn deserve it. He's the one to go do the dark side with the Judgment Day. He deserved that.
Yeah,
You
we
know
need
what-
him back in 24.
You know what I think about WrestleMania? 2 things. My friend Morgan was in town last week, and she did get to attend night 2 of WrestleMania with us. She lives in San Diego, so she drove up and was able to come to that event with us. And she was telling Sam and Allison about it, I guess, before I saw her, because, you know, she came in early. I was hanging out with Sam and Allison Thursday night. And she was apparently just talking about how wild it was, and she just couldn't believe it. And they were like, right? We went to Monday Night Raw, and we were blah, 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 blah. And they were all just like chirping about their WWE experiences this year. And I'm like, this is hilarious.
Growing the
But
fan base.
WrestleMania this year is when I officially felt like a full-fledged wrestling fan, because we had these seats that were right on the barrier, and Dom entered right there, and they brought him out in a white prison truck van thing.
Prison Dom.
And they open the doors, and here walks
That was
out
cool.
Dom in handcuffs,
Multiple guards.
looking all intense, all these escorts walking him out. And he was so close to us. Like, I could have reached out and touched him. I didn't, because I didn't want to get kicked out. But
Smart.
I could have if I wanted to. And I was losing my shit. And I was like, Dom! And I was screaming at him. And I was so excited. And after that night, I was just so lit. WrestleMania Night 1 this year is one of my top 3 all-time favorite wrestling events we've attended. And I was like, I'm in. I'm a wrestling fan. I am
She's
not
converted.
just here with Derek anymore. I am enjoying the hell out of this.
Well, next
That
year
is
for-
my guy, Prison Dom.
next year for Christmas, I will give you your own action figure.
Oh my
What a different
god!
name.
Hey,
Write it
if
down.
Santa Claus sees a Dominic Mysterio action figure, I have no doubt it will be purchased.
For me, not you. Me. I'm Dom's biggest fan in this
Have
family.
to talk to our friends at
know
Mattel,
that.
says the business guy.
Yeah, we do. So, okay, so there's our number 1. Number 2, same night. This is another reason why this night was so lit and why it is in my top 3 of best wrestling matches we have ever attended. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn winning the tag team titles.
Beat the Usos.
Sick.
That was a great night for me.
That was incredible.
When Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens get the job done at Mania.
Got the job done, boys.
Good work, team.
That was awesome. That was great. And now the Usos have to suffer the consequences for their actions. And they have by Roman Reigns.
Yep.
That happened this year. And thanks for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens to beat the Usos. That's the final nail in the coffin.
It was the nail in the
You're
coffin
so
to the Usos
right.
because shortly after that they split up.
They split up.
We'll get to that. Let's just talk about Kevin and Sammy right now.
Big win.
Big win for Sammy and KO for that one.
That night
That's
between Ray and Dom, Rhea won that night, and then we ended it with Kevin and Sammy winning that night. I
It
don't
was
know that
lit.
we've ever attended an event where so many matches went Derek's way.
It was lit.
It was.
We like
It's going to
Happy
be
Derek.
my way for sure because guess who's going to be in my corner, Jenna?
Who?
Sami
Good.
Zayn.
Not sure Sami Zayn.
KO and Sami
Not KO.
Zayn. Jey Uso.
Yep. So at the Royal Rumble,
It will be.
I'm going to win the Royal Rumble match. I'm going to hit like WrestleMania. In my corner will be the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, with the main event, Jey Uso. Yeet. Yeet.
Okay, so speaking of my top 3 all-time favorite WWE events, we attended 2 of them this year. Survivor Series.
Wishes we did talk about that last night.
You watched it last night on Monday Night Raw. Survivor Series was insane.
I know.
So
Like
many
Cody
returns.
Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn,
Jey
Seth
Uso.
Rollins, Jey Uso,
And the Viper.
and the return of the Apex Predator, Randy Orton,
Orton.
won the War Games match. After the War Games match was done, CM Punk returns.
Crazy.
CM Punk returned. That
His
was
hometown in Chicago.
wild. Even just, it was funny. We were there, and my friend
So
Dana got to.
AEW, what happened?
Oh, sorry, friends. My friend Dana got to attend that event with us, and I brought these little earplugs with me, and I gave her some, and I was like, "You might want these. Like, I wear these at the events. They're really loud, especially those smaller stadiums. Like, it's one thing when we're at Ford Field or SoFi where there's a place for the noise to get out. When we're in those smaller arenas, like, it gets loud in there." And we had even texted our buddy Jared, who works for WWE. I told him where our seats were, and he immediately responded and was like, "You're going to feel the heat." And if we felt the heat, that means we were right next to the fireworks. So it was like extra loud in our seats. And right before the men's War Game match, Dana asks me, "Can I, like, do you think this would be a good time to take out these earplugs?" Because she had this like little ear piercing that was kind of bothering her with the earplugs. And I was like, "Actually, no. This is
No.
the worst time to take them out because the men's War Game entrances will be by far the loudest this entire stadium gets all night." And I was right. And she did not take them out until the match began, and then it wasn't quite so bad. But I do have to give an honorary mention to, yes, CM Punk returned, big deal. Randy Orton returned, big deal. Shout out R-Truth. He was there crunching on the chips.
I think
Ruffles.
Derek actually missed that. I think he was out of the stadium when that commercial aired.
Oh,
It was
that
a
makes
Ruffles
so much
commercial.
sense.
That's why he's never.
All that excited about
Yeah.
it. But
Actually, I was there.
you remember it?
I did saw that. I did not know our trailer was gonna return.
Yeah. But the last little shout out I have to give to
But
best.
Randy Orton and CM Punk.
Or maybe, are you not
Highlight
a fan
of the
because
night.
he's trying to be a part of the Judgment Day? Is that why you have an aversion to him?
It certainly wasn't that big of a deal
I
in
know.
comparison to the other two.
No.
Like, he just appeared on the screen. Who knows if he was even in the house?
Orton and Punk. Damn, that was awesome.
My personal favorite moment from Survivor Series was when I got Dom's attention and he turned around and looked at me. He
Cody.
doesn't care.
Cody
Moving on.
responded to me.
Oh, if you say so. We got Dom on camera giving me the head nod. I'm just saying. Okay, moving on from Survivor Series.
Well, Zane did point me out. Well, did that Cody Rose didn't hear me. I
We
was
don't-
like, Cody!
Okay, we
And
have
Cody.
we have no proof of these occurrences, but Derek does say that that's what happened. But moving on, we had a really cool experience
And
this
I did
year.
boo Dom, and he
Oh, he saw you booing him.
He knew you were booing him. He let us know on Instagram. He said, "Thanks, Baker fam." Even though I know I saw Derek booing me, but he saw you
Good.
booing him, and he saw the rest of us going crazy for him. So you
Balanced out.
give some, you take some. But we did.
I am with the WWE universe. Dom sucks.
Oh my God, he's such a good friend. That's so
You
baloney.
suck.
That's our
You
friend.
suck.
Hey, you stop talking about him
He's
like
your
that.
brother.
You suck. He sucks.
That's it. I'm done. I quit this podcast.
Okay, I'm
the mic.
tired anyway.
Oh my God. Okay. We did this year Ellis's very first WWE event and your first time meeting all 3 members of Damage Control.
It was a great weekend.
Amazing.
Dakota Guy on the table. Action figure inspired.
Not only did you meet all 3 members of Damage Control, but you met Bailey earlier in the day. And that evening,
It was awesome.
Bailey went out of her way
So cool.
to get all 3 members of Damage Control there in that moment to say hello to you. And she even said, "Dakota, this is the kid I was texting you about earlier. That was you.
I know.
Bailey was talking about you."
That was cool.
What do you think?
To me, Damage Control was really amazing.
Dream come true.
Right now, that was super cool to meet Bailey early on. And during the SmackDown, I did meet Dakota and EO. That was super cool. I don't mind to see Bailey, Dakota, and EO again for sure. I don't mind to meet Kairi Sane and Asuka.
Oh, the newest members of Damage Control.
The future is bright for Damage Control, and looks like 2024 will be Damage Control's year.
Okay,
right.
I like that. Moving on.
Because Bailey did said she is entering the Royal Rumble match. She's going to win the Royal Rumble like I'm gonna do. Headline WrestleMania, face Rhea for the Women's World Championship. Beat Rhea and become the new Women's World Champion. And 2024 is a year of Damage Control.
You heard it here first.
Derek
Solid.
would be so freaking lit.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. Okay,
I
so
want to shout loud for Bailey for sure.
yes, you will. So big deal. After Kevin and Sammy beat the Usos at WrestleMania, your boy Jey turned on who?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. What did you think about it?
Yep.
Finally, we all know what Roman Reigns is doing. He's ready to start a pod. The Jey, like, for example, I might touch this Roman Reigns right now. He's an anchor. Live you high.
Who's an anchor?
Jimmy.
So he's just like bringing him
Bring him down.
down.
Dead weight.
Thinks Jimmy is a plumber.
Roman does.
Yeah.
So you're happy Jay and Jimmy aren't together?
And now, Jey Uso did look at his blood. He said, and I quote, "Guess what? You are out, and I'm out too." And then I kicked Roman in the face. And that was a crystal to my ears. I am glad he did that. Finally feeling UC. Finally unready use. Finally all of this. And yeet.
Big deal.
Big deal for Jay. And I am ready for 2024 for Jey Uso. He's
gonna
gonna problems with Drew McIntyre.
It's gonna headline WrestleMania against Jimmy, don't you think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Big time.
You have problems with Drew McIntyre. We're going to finish with Drew McIntyre done, and then it's going to continue on with the whole bloodline, especially his brother Jimmy as well. But I am calling this right now: Jey Uso and Derek Baker
Oh,
versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania.
Sick. Sticking to the Roman topics, this is not exactly a best moment of 2023, but it is a very notable moment that we did feel the need to highlight, and that was Sammy turning on Roman at the Royal Rumble, and that crushed you, didn't it?
I was Sammy to fall in line.
you had just gotten on board with the
Yeah.
bloodline. And
Yeah.
then and only because of Sammy. And then Sammy realized that Roman was a jerk, and he said, "Peace out, buddy."
I don't think you say that. But Sammy did break my heart. I want to fall in line. But Sami Zayn, what you did at the Rumble, not only break my heart,
It was a long
it did not fall in line.
It was
It was a
brutal.
lot. I'm exhausted just thinking about it again.
Yeah.
I want to fall in line. Sami Zayn, what he did to Roman was absurd. He
Absurd.
was blood. I trusted him. And what he did, I don't think I can trust him now.
But now you're back on Team Anti-Roman, so I feel like we're back on
Kinda
Team
helped you out.
Sammy.
Sammy, first of all, I do like you, man. I do want to meet you.
I want to meet Sami Zayn at Monday Night Raw. He's my number one.
Well, my number one is Jey Uso.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Sami Zayn's my number one.
I don't mind that. I don't mind see Sami Zayn backstage of Raw for sure. But Sammy, you got a lot of nerves right now. A lot of nerves, Sammy. I'm the one brought you in the bloodline. I'm the one got you the honorary ooze. I'm the one doing all of that. I
Got a lot
brought
of
you to
power.
Promised Land.
Oh my.
A lot of power, Derek.
Sami Zayn, what you did at the Rumble, you hurt my heart.
He
You
did.
hurt my heart.
He did
You made
apologize
me
though.
cry.
He did apologize though. He sent you an apology video. Number 7. It is okay. Take a deep breath, bro. Are you gonna be okay?
Not happy, man.
Okay. Well, this will make you happy because number 7 is commemorating our fabulous time at Friday Night SmackDown meeting the legendary John Cena,
Wow.
the big deal Triple H, Jimmy Uso, Santos Escobar. Who else? There were so many. Cody. We saw Cody. We saw Dom. We saw Ray.
Dom was trolling.
Pretty deadly.
Yes,
boys. That was quite the night. Your
Incredible.
first time ever backstage at WWE.
Thank you,
this
MJ.
Year 2023. Thank you, MJ. Thank you, Jared.
Thank you, Jared.
That hat came from that night.
I predict you're going to take that hat off your head and give it to me.
What a freaking night. You did tell Triple H about a match that you wanted to see Dom in, but you also told Triple H that you would like to enter the Royal Rumble.
Yes. Yes.
Hopefully we'll get to post that video soon enough. But-
really hoping we'll get very close to the Rumble right now.
But you also got to do your little Usi hand move with Jimmy Uso. Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
That was...
Was it Jimmy that couldn't take the hard-hitting questions?
He
Yes,
couldn't.
possibly.
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 He was funny. I want to see that one go on TikTok.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that. So that was definitely one of the best nights of the year.
Yeah, it was a great night for me.
It was a good night to be Derek Baker. That's for darn sure.
It is awesome. See, Damage Control, Bailey, Dakota, and EO. That was very cool. And the GOAT,
John Cena? Get
Oh
out.
my God! I've
Shut the
never
front
seen John
door.
Cena ever. And now I have. Oh my God.
Derek, were you in awe
Amazing.
of his 8-pack when he took his shirt off?
He had some big muscles.
I am the biggest John Cena fan.
And after that, WWE posted you on their feed on TikTok and Instagram.
I know.
Rock star status for Derek Baker.
That is so cool.
It was
that was
incredible.
a
Thank
really,
you.
really
Thank
good
you
night.
all our friends at WWE for that. That was incredible.
I do think that Mom is right that Cody Rhodes, our friend, went out of his way to go find Triple H and bring him to meet you that night too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think you met Triple H because Cody made it possible.
Yeah, Cody is a class act.
Oh, yeah. Incredible.
A number one human.
Cody Rhodes was amazing. For sure.
He always is.
I met Cody Rhodes backstage in AEW, and now I saw Cody Rhodes backstage on WWE.
You are so lucky.
Yeah. You have no idea how lucky you are. He can't even wrap his head around it.
Oh
All right. Speaking of our guy,
God.
Cody, he's the star of our number 8 best moment. And that is when Cody and main event Jey Uso won the tag team titles off of who?
Oh, we know who.
Tell me.
Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso did win the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships of the Judgment Day. It was awesome night.
Awesome. All right.
That is awesome. So number 9, we have, well, we started this podcast this year, and our very first guest was my good friend, your brother, if you still claim him as that, Dominic Mysterio.
Speaking of an A number one human.
The best.
The best of the best. Dirty Dom. He is still nice to you, even though you are a jerk to him.
Such a hater.
And he watched you boo him at Survivor Series. He still likes ya. I don't know why, but he does.
I think he gets it.
I think he gets it too.
And I think he's got to come back to the good side in 2024. Please, WWE Super Gods, let's make this happen.
But that was pretty freaking cool getting to talk to Dom. He spent an hour with us.
That's amazing.
That's by far our most listened to podcast
I bet.
of 2023.
We're
Anyone
grateful.
Else? Anyone else coming up?
I think we're going to kick off 2024 with a pretty big deal. His father, the legend,
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, will be out next week. Our conversation with Rey. And you know, I will say, we asked Rey multiple questions about Dom. And regardless of the fact that Dom has turned his back on him and Dom has been kind of a jerk to him in the ring, Rey is so proud of him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And he had some, you know, mostly really nice things to say about Dom, regardless of the fact that Dom may not always deserve it from his actions in the ring.
Dom deserved that spanking in the ring.
He sure did.
All right, number
Sure did.
10. Are we on 10?
Yes, number 10. Oh, but Kyle, you did have a question for Derek about Rey.
Yeah, Derek, it seems like every time you become buddies with one of Ray's friends, they turn on Rey. Are you bad luck for Rey?
Dom turned on Rey. Santos Escobar turned on Rey.
I don't think I am. Bad luck.
Santos Escobar lied to us.
To your face.
He
Very
said
much
LWO for
lied.
life.
We are family. You're a liar.
And then he turned on Rey. You don't think
Crushed.
you don't think you're the problem though? You're not the problem?
I am not the problem.
Okay.
All right.
It's not.
All right. Number 10, we had 2 big superstars that joined WWE that Derek was very excited about.
Yep.
Formerly Brian Pillman Jr., now Lexis King, and
Yep.
your girl,
Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill.
Yes, we did have Brian Pillman Jr. for a very long time in NXT, making his big leagues right now in NXT. I am glad Pillman Jr. joins WWE. That is super cool. But Jade Cargill, oh my God!
Badass.
She is stunning
Stunning.
and looks like she could kick anybody's ass.
because
I
she
bet.
she
I
could.
bet.
Definitely.
I bet.
What do you think Jade Cargill is going to do in 2024?
So,
Take down Rhea.
Ooh.
not that one.
Okay.
Oh, well, I think she's got it in her. I think that's a good prediction, Mom.
That could be true. That could be true for sure. But I do want to see Brian Pillman Jr. goes 1-on-1 against JD John.
Ooh.
We're just making this up as we go.
Yep.
Talk
Okay.
to me about Jade real quick, and then we got to wrap this up.
NXT.
What's Jade going to do in 2024?
And Jade Cargill. The future's big for her, for sure. In 2024.
I like Mom's prediction.
Yeah, that's good.
Charlotte Flair. If she didn't take out Rhea, maybe she takes out Charlotte, the queen.
Maybe at WrestleMania 40, we're going to have Jade Cargill goes 1-on-1 with Bianca Belair.
I knew it. I knew
yep,
that's what he
a
was
good one
gonna
too.
say.
Bianca's a legend as well. She's
That
going to
would-
take out somebody big. That's
That
all.
would be quite the matchup.
She's going to take out somebody big.
Definitely. She's not coming in to play games.
No.
She's coming in to go big or go home.
Yeah.
I believe
All
that.
right.
All right. One honorary mention. We attended so many wrestling events this year, and we just have to shout out all of the Baker Banter followers that we have gotten to meet this year. We absolutely love getting to say hello to so many of you when you guys come up to us and want to take a picture with Derek and tell us how much you love enjoying wrestling with Derek and how much you like watching our videos. And a lot of people have even told us that they've gotten back into wrestling because of seeing Derek in his videos and his passion for this sport. And attending these events is so much fun, but it is infinitely more fun because we get to meet so many of you guys. I can't name any or all of you.
No, but I got a
do
special
say-
mention to Coney Brothers.
The
in
Coney
Detroit
Brothers
and the Belt Squad.
And the Belt Squad. I was going to say the Belt Squad.
Big friends.
Yeah, we have made friends with so many amazing people this year. Last year as well, but this year we attended the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series, and we made lots of friends at all of them. And we are so grateful for you all following along with us.
Thank you so much. Thank
We
you.
are so grateful for you watching our videos and hanging out with us on TikTok Live and listening to this podcast. And of course, coming up to us and saying hello and spending time with us at these events. It
Absolutely,
is
Jack.
amazing.
Absolutely. To meet all of you guys at WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, World Games, especially Royal Rumble, are amazing. And shout out to Coney Brothers and Bell Squad. They're super cool. That is amazing. But I do have future for the WWE in 2024. There'll be a lot more stuff that's going to happen. I mean, Royal Rumble is around the corner from here.
Yep.
We're ready for that. And we're getting 2 signings. The first one, former AEW superstar Kushida Yukata will get signed in a WWE contract. I can't wait for that young man to get signed in a WWE. That would be super cool, super big. Next big thing in wrestling. Also, for the WWE, we have to sign the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny sign in the WWE because their contract of AEW is up. So WWE, you will get them as well. That'd be super cool. The future for wrestling 2024 is going to be bigger.
Bigger, better, louder.
That'd be super fun for that one. Like Jenna said, we do have big plans coming up for Baker Banter. We got BLB coming up.
MLB.
MLB coming up. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. That'd be super fun. Pretty soon, SummerSlam. That's around the corner, though. Not yet.
All right.
Not yet. But the future is bigger for us, and future for wrestling as well. It's going to be super fun for sure. I am ready for that. And also, I'm ready for the future of wrestling. And next week, we got a knockout New Year. Because we got Raw Day 1 next Monday. We got NXT New Year's Evil coming up that week. and Friday Night SmackDown, New Year's Revolution. Those will come out in 2024. Get ready because it's going to be the best 2024 in your careers. So get ready for that. And I am ready for that as well. This podcast will come out soon before race one. So Mom, Jenna, Kyle, let's get together for our good fans. Hopefully they have a good Christmas. And especially good New Year's as well. So let's wish them happy 2024. So here it goes. You ready to say it?
What are we saying?
Happy New Year.
Bingo.
Okay, just making sure.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
Catch us next week with Rey Mysterio.
Peace.